Namaste and welcome. So you're taking a choice here, and the choice is to learn about dopamine, and how to learn this information can really help you basically elevate your life or go the opposite way. So dopamine, it is part of our everyday living. And to understand this information about dopamine can really improve a lot of aspects in your life. But first off, what is dopamine? The easiest way I find to describe dopamine is it's our nature's way to motivate us to do stuff that is good for us. For example, we go out back in the day, not now, maybe some people, you go out hunting, and the hunt leading up to kill the animals, a lot of effort in the hunt. But once you get the animal home, you eat it, you feel good, people around you feel good. The effort to getting it done is what gives us dopamine. It really encourages us to take step towards our survival. So I see dopamine as nature motivator to keep us from doing stuff that is good for us. The issue we have today is we have created a lot of artificial dopamine. So we have two kinds here. We have the natural, which means you put effort in. You put basically so effort you can call pain to get, and you receive pleasure. So artificial dopamine is basically no effort or pain involved with maximum pleasure. And this creates a problem I'm going to talk about because our brain is connected. You have something called the frontal cortex. You can see it as your thinking brain, it's your logical, your future planning, and so on, organization. And also, you can see it as the brake. And inside our mind, we have something called the limbic system or the emotional system. You can see this as the gas on the car. So this is the brake, and inside we have what creates dopamine, two spots, and that is the gas. This stops us as to do too much of something because we have to put a lot of effort to get the reward. And these two places are connected. So the frontal cortex, the limbic system, the thinking and emotional side is connected with something we call the reward pathway. So there's two different systems. So as you see, your brake and your gas are connected through this reward pathway. So what happens here then? In the reward pathway, you can see it's a scale. Look at this, think of a scale. And on one side, we got sort of pleasure, takes up to pleasure. Another side, we got pain. So we got pleasure and pain, the scale. So when we go for sort of normal dopamine, it's a bit of pain to get there. Go train. You train really hard and lifts you up to pain, and then it swings around. And this is really interesting because nature has this thing called everything has a cause and effect. So everything has a reaction. So as much as you pain for your exercise, you will swing to pleasure at the end, and then slowly you come to equalization. So every time you have pleasure, you will have pain. And when you have pain, you have pleasure, and it creates go back to center. And this center here is really important to know because the center here is something we call homeostasis. And this is an important word because homeostasis means our body is perfect for surviving. We're in sort of a very good physical state. This is something that human share with life is every animal and plant always fight to stay in homeostasis, which is balance, where they're surviving. So homeostasis is where your body is designed to live. Anywhere on this scale, it will fight to bring you back to homeostasis. So, so now you understand the pain and the pleasure here. The big difference here when it comes to natural dopamine is you put a little pain, get the pain scale up, and then come the pleasure, and then back to homeostasis. The problem with unnatural dopamine, which you get a lot of pleasure with zero pain. So you push up to the pleasure here. Here, the problem comes. Remember, everything has an equal reaction. So you're putting a lot of pleasure with no pain. So the scales swings around to the side of pain because you put no effort in. This unnatural dopamine with no effort keeps us down here. And what we're doing then, we're putting our body out of homeostasis. And this urge to feel better is our body's urge to get back into homeostasis. The problem here, when we have the scale down here, we can get back up because we're doing everything to get, quicker to feel good again. So if we just don't take control over this, it just goes further and further down and creates a bigger gap between pleasure and pain. So a few different ways we can get out of this and sort of work with it, because I suggest the middle way, just like Buddha, take the middle way. It's about understanding how dopamine can help us live a better life. We can apply this into our life to sort of understand about our conscious choices. So this free program, which I call the swap, is free and it's for you. And if you're struggling to sort of find happiness in your life and you're always sort of craving something, you probably have a dopamine addiction. Listen, most people have it. It's normal, but it's a way around it that is less painful. Click is leading us into the next video, and that is what we're actually going to do, the swap. This is where the game begins. To do the next step, give yourself a pen, give you some paper, and come back to the next video where we're going to be diving deeper into how to sort of use dopamine to become healthier, to get you into this homeostasis where you feel good about yourself. So click below to take the next step, which is a swap, where we are going to go in and find where you should focus your swap on and how that can benefit your life in so many ways. So I see you at the swap. Namaste, and thank you for your time and conscious focus.